Concern C, the question of an apology and reparations. Several members of Roosevelt's administration disagreed with Executive Order 9066. Attorney General Francis Biddle and Secretary of the Interior Harold Ickes tried unsuccessfully in 1942 and 1943 to convince Roosevelt to reverse his decision. In late 1944, the opponents of the internment finally convinced the president to dismantle the internment policy and release all internees. The president's reversal was small consolation to the 117,000 Japanese held in the 10 major camps scattered throughout the rural areas and wastelands of the western United States. Internees had spent an average of 900 days in the camps. Ironically, not a single Japanese spy or saboteur was ever discovered. Only 9 Americans, all white, were ever charged with aiding the Imperial Japanese government. Most internees were loyal citizens, and many had worked to produce war material to help defeat the fascists. Many young male Japanese Americans who were allowed to leave the camps to join the military passionately defended the United States. The all-Japanese 442nd Regiment, which fought primarily in Italy, remains, man for man, the most decorated military unit in American history. Japanese American interpreters working in the Pacific may have shortened the war by 6 months. In 1980, a congressional committee was established to investigate the Japanese internment. The committee concluded that no real military threat had been posed by Japanese living in the United States during World War II. The committee's conclusions match those of some historians. One called the internment a major blot on the U.S. civil rights record. Another, the greatest domestic violation of human rights during the war. In 1988, Congress considered a bill that required an apology for the internment and a $20,000 reparation payment to every surviving Japanese American. The legislation had the strong support of most Japanese Americans. One said this action would vindicate Japanese Americans. It would correct history and make it clear that Japanese Americans were not disloyal. Sam Hayakawa, a former senator from California, was one of the few Japanese Americans to oppose the bill. He stated, if the war had gone badly for the United States, the Japanese on the West Coast would have had a bad time. They should be grateful for the internment instead of asking for money for it. Another opponent, columnist James Kirkpatrick, said, no payments and no apology are required. The past is past. Let it stay that way. Critical thinking question C. You are a member of Congress in 1988. What is your opinion of the proposal for a formal apology and reparation payments, and why? Would it be A, the proposal for an apology and reparations does not go far enough? The payment should cover the true cost of the pain and suffering of the internees. Or B, the proposal is appropriate just as it is. C, the apology is appropriate, but the payment is going too far. Who else will we have to pay? Or D, the apology or reparations should be provided to the surviving internees.